All right, and speaking of federal funding, this next project is in Austin, Texas, where Texas is losing federal funding, as we can see right here. President Trump is going to tell you what's going on. We're going to check out Austin. Let's take a look.
Great, big, beautiful bill, and they named it that, and it really is.
That one big beautiful bill signed by President Donald Trump last month slashed $105 million in grant money for the I-35 Cap and Stitch project. The official news came in this surprise memo Thursday morning.
We always knew that this was potentially on the chopping block. Unfortunately, the finality of it was told to us this morning.
The grant was awarded in 2023 as part of the Neighborhood Access and Equity Program. It would have helped fund decks over I-35 from Cesar Chavez up to 12th Street, along with 2 pedestrian bridges near 41st Street, linking Cap Metro's Red Line.
This really represents a generational opportunity to take something that can either be a mega highway that continues to divide us, or something that is a public space to unite us.
Part of the Texas Department of Transportation's multi-billion-dollar I-35 rebuild, the Cap and Stitch project has been more than a decade in the making to reconnect East and West Austin. While the funding loss stings, Councilmember Ryan Alter says it won't affect the city's current proposed budget, but he's looking at new ways to generate funding.
Whether it's debt sources, other revenue streams outside the budget, like hotel occupancy tax.
So, for those who aren't aware, in Austin, which has some of the worst traffic in the country relative to its size, and in my opinion, the worst traffic in Texas, thanks to I-35. Let's take a look at it right now. And of course, in the middle of the day, I-35 in Austin is congested. No surprise there. So what Texas is doing, I think we went over this somewhat on my Texas highways video from a few months ago, but Interstate 35 is being rebuilt in Austin, finally, to address this congestion. And one of the parts of the project was several caps, if you will, over Interstate 35, over the new Interstate 35. And what these were supposed to do was to create green space, parks, areas for pedestrians, bikes, and things like that, to connect Central Austin with East Austin, which I-35 currently is the divider between, as you can see here. So, I don't know, she says Cesar Chavez. I thought it was Cesar Chavez, but hey. But yeah, here you go. This is Cesar Chavez. So, this is one area that was going to get a cap. And several of these major roadways were going to get a cap. But, so the funding for the Interstate 35 project itself is still in place. The funding for those caps is what's been removed here. So let's not confuse that. So Interstate 35 is still being rebuilt in Austin. The funding is in place for that. It's a multi-billion-dollar project that's finally going to address the horrific traffic in Austin. And once this is done, I think Houston will be next up with the worst traffic in Texas. But yeah, let's get back to the video.
Car rental taxes, things that are generated that could potentially be used for this.
For now, the Cap and Stitch project is still planned to move forward. Alter says in politics, nothing is ever truly final.
And while we lost the grant today, we could get a new administration in 2028 who decides, you know what, that was a really bad decision.
So he is correct about that. This loss is temporary, and it's $105 million. So it's not enough to say that this, it's not enough to say that this project won't get built. It's just going to push it back a little bit. So $105 million is not big enough to stop this from getting built completely. I mean, Texas does generate a ton of revenue. Texas DOT has a huge budget. So just a temporary setback. I don't think this is too big of a deal. Interstate 35 is still getting expanded in Austin, and I think we will see these Cap and Stitch projects also get built.